This is for the fender filter. Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see, we are back with the Transit. So, got here last night, did a few things. Mainly, I went round the engine compartment here, just removed the last of the wiring. Got the battery tray out from this side, and as you can see, that inner fender is rotten. So, plan is today, I want to concentrate on that side and this side, get this cut out and patched, same on the other side, and then this rest of this engine compartment, I want it sanded, and hopefully I would like to get it painted today, but we'll see how that goes. Forecast is a bit sketchy, so yeah, we may have a little bit of rain later. Do have a tent that we can put up over this, but not really wanting to do that unless I absolutely have to. It's not mine, it's very expensive, and I don't want to get any burns in it from welding sparks. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the camera put to one side, get some equipment that broke out, and let's get to it. Okay, been giving this a bit of thought. What I think I'm going to do is, before I actually get into cutting the fenders, I'm going to cut this around here. Now, the line isn't perfect. I just put that there more as a rough guideline as to where I want to cut. But I think I might remove these outer fender flares first, see what's under there, then get into cutting on the inner fenders. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, probably by the time I put the camera back on, I'll have taken at least one side off, and then also done the inner fenders. So yeah, that's a basic plan. So I've actually begun cutting into this, and further down here is not bad at all. We've got a lot of good metal here. So what my basic plan is to bridge between there and there, all the way around. Obviously up here, this is just not good metal up here, so we'll lose a lot of this, but again we'll bridge around that arch all the way around, and that will give me a nice flat surface there. Then the fiberglass wheel arch extensions that I'm looking at, they will bolt all the way around. I think that's going to work nicely, because the rest of this is all just undercoating and mud. I think, yeah, that's all just whatever the sealer is. I mean, the metal itself is nice and solid. Now I think I'm going to get this wheel off, and I can get up into this inner arch, into this wheel well. Started cutting out here, but as you can see, this is all just rotten. What I may do, I'm going to have a look on the blue van, see what this inner wheel well's like, because I know the other side is good on it, and I was thinking I may actually just cut the inner wheel wells out of that other van, but I need to take a good look at it, see what they're like first. But anyway, I'm going to get this wheel off and continue cutting here. At the end of the day, it's an old Transit, and old Transits tend to rot, so you know, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, put it that way. So anyway, let me get this put to one side, and also This is all just debris. That is all nice and solid down there. Got a couple of spots along here somewhere. Was that just there? That section there. But that can just a piece of plate can go into there. And I think a lot of it on this side as well is where the battery sits, because you know, you do get a lot of corrosion off the battery, and it is literally, the battery sits right there. So, but yeah, haven't done much on this side. Have started taking this off, but I need the LDV moved here. I don't want to be grinding too much next to this, so I'll leave that side for now. I'll just concentrate on getting this done. So let's get that wheel off and do some more grinding. Okay, so yeah, got a lot of sheet metal missing there, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate getting everything cut out, cleaned up on this side. I don't know whether I'll move over to that side yet or not. Got to figure that out yet, but anyway, that's where we are right now. Yep, we are definitely getting there. We are getting on there. Having some issues with the GoPro at the moment. Temperatures are around 27. And GoPro just does not want to have it. So yeah, anyway, what I've got done so far is I've got this section down near the frame welded up, got it all sealed up there and just waiting of the sealer drying. Same with the edge of the battery tray there, where that hole there was. Again, that's done and that's all nicely sealed up. So what we're working on now is this section here for the fender flares. Okay, so what I'm basically up to here is I'm now working on the piece that will be for the which will support the new plastic fender flares. So the idea is I've got this piece in here, so it'll fill in there. There is some rot behind it, so you know, rather than patching it, I'm just putting a whole new piece of metal in. So what I'll do is I will scribe a line around here. This will then be cut, leaving about an inch or so, which then will be bent up 90 degrees to fill that gap in there, and the whole lot will be welded solid. This will give me a nice flat edge to mount the fender flares to. So yeah, that's the progress so far. I am going to stick the GoPro back inside where it'll get some warmth. I'll also put it back on charge again. Not entirely sure what happened. I set it up, looked over, and lights and everything were out. So took it into the warmth, left it in the warmth for about, I don't know, 50 minutes there. Come back and it's powered up again. But battery indicator is telling me that it's almost dead. So yeah, let's get this back in, get it charged up, and then we'll move on. Don't tell me that's rain. Ah, wonderful. Well, as for the welder, it's working great. Couldn't be happier with it. Something that crossed my mind earlier was that I'd kind of wished I'd done a flux conversion on it, so they could use the flux coated wire. It just saves a bit of money on the gas. Plus, it's not too bad today because it's nice and calm. But if you got a bit of breeze, it's difficult welding outside with gas, with the with the argon. So Anyway, let me get this put to one side. I will go and put this on charge, and then I'm going to get back with it. I really want to just hammer on till about 4 when it's starting to get dark here. Oh, got a visitor. Anyway, yeah, I want to just carry on with it till about 4, and then pack everything up, and yeah, get back at it tomorrow. So anyway, see you soon. Well, I decided to call it for the night. It's just after 4, it'll be getting dark soon, and it is bloody cold. So yeah, I've given this a coat of red lead. This should just keep everything at bay for now. I've also hit that front section anyway with the rust neutralizer before painting it. I need to hit the rear section tomorrow, but I'll do that. I'll do that when I get into the rest of it. Started cutting the piece for this side, so I've got the piece cut for that inner section there. That's in the van at the moment, and start working on this. Hopefully I get this side finished tomorrow. My plan had been to stay until Friday, but tomorrow is Wednesday. However, some work's come up, so I'll probably leave Thursday morning. So tomorrow is going to be the last day that I'm probably going to be working on this week. But yeah, I'm happy with what I've got. As usual, when you get into rust repairs, it creeps back, and it's just a little bit worse on that side than I thought, but yeah, that is what it is. What I am going to do this week is I'm going to order some brake line. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Yeah, quite a productive day, so I'm happy with what I've done. Let's go get something to eat. Well guys, here we are again. New morning, and as you can see, just nice frosty cold start to the day. I've been giving this some thought. I'm not going to set the GoPro up. It died yesterday in the cold, so I don't really want to risk damaging it, setting it up again. So what I'll do is I'll just pull it out every now and again and just give basic updates. So started getting work. Where are we at? Oh, I think it's already. Is it still around there? Okay, what the hell did I do with the? Oh, there it is. So this is the piece I've been working on for the inner wheel well on this side. Eventually it will go basically in there. It's still a lot of cutting and trimming, and then a solid piece will be put around the outside. But yeah, that's the plan. A power cord and across the yard. Why do I always choose to do projects like this in the middle of winter? Seriously, every time I've done a project like this that's where there's been a lot of welding to do on it, always seems to be January. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to put this camera somewhere warm and put some gloves on, and I think I might put an extra layer of insulation on, and well, suck it up and get to it. Oh, it's starting to come together now. I don't claim to be a master welder or anything, so Usually it's like spot, 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 that's how I do it. But it's all nice and solid there now. I've still got all around this to do. Had a couple of places where it's burning through. The welder's been acting up a little bit there, but you know, I'll plug away at it. Next step is I'm going to cut a strip which will follow this around. I'm in two minds. I may actually just come in and just cut this section out, back out, and just go in with like a solid piece all the way around and just weld it solid. Obviously I've still got it all to weld in here, but yeah, it's coming along, it's getting there. Like I say, it is all nice and solid there, so that's the main thing. But yeah, like I say, I'll just continue like tack, 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 and then I'll grind it smooth. But yeah, that is going to give me a nice lip when I do eventually get the fenders. What will happen is, well, obviously this will be all welded solid at that point. The new fenders will actually follow this lip around all the way, but it'll have something solid to actually screw to. Anyway, I'm just thought I'd grab the GoPro, do a little update. Like I say, this is the bit I'm gonna concentrate on this now, and then it's just a case of just sitting here and just welding everything up solid. So still got the inside to do, that where the battery tray is, that's still there, but I'll get to that. I want this section here complete first. Plus it works out well, that hole up there just gives you a nice access point, so if you want to reach into the engine compartment, you know. But anyway, I'll get this put to a side and I'll start cutting a strip for there. So see you soon. Well, we now have the following morning, and it's been raining during the night. Actually, it's not that bad. A little bit of dampness. Anyway, well, I got this finished off last night. It was actually getting dark, so I didn't put the camera on there because you weren't going to really see much, but I just put a very rough coating of filler on there, and yeah, called it a night. But here we have it, all nice and solid around there. So I'm basically calling it a day for the video. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I do have to leave this morning, so I'm not really going to get anything more done on this, but I think what I will do is I'll hit it with just some red oxide, just to stop rust getting into it while it's sitting here. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I'm happy with what I got done. You know, it's yeah, that's all solid now, no rust whatsoever. So, just a rough overview of what I'm planning. Given it a lot of thought, my initial idea was basically just go right through the entire bodywork, then do the drivetrain. I've changed my mind on that. What I'm going to concentrate on is I want to get this entire engine compartment, all the welding done. I want to get all new brake lines on. I'm probably going to switch the brake booster out of the other van because it's just in better condition. Just basically get this all finished. So once this is all complete, I think what I'm probably going to do is drop that front suspension off, go through that, get that put back on, then get the engine and transmission put in. And because I do have some major plans coming up in March, which will basically for 3 months I won't be able to touch this because I will be out of the country. So I want to get this to the point where at least it can be started up and moved around by which time I should have everything off the blue van that I need, and then we can just get rid of that. That can just go for scrap. And yeah, still no word on the wheel adapters. The company that I was dealing with have gone very quiet. I've emailed them several times. I sent one a couple of days ago before I came over to work on the van. Zero reply from them. Their idea was to switch it out for the 2000 plus hubs, and I've spoken to a number of people and they're like, no, they will not fit. Even if you can make them fit, there's a lot of work you would have to do. So yeah, that is, I've looked at that price wise, and it's getting into, I could buy a new set of rims for what it would cost me. So I'm still looking at having the spare set of drums that I've got machined to take the wheel spacer out of that. I will, actually, do I have a wheel off on this side? I think I do. What I'm looking at doing with the spare axle is, these wheel studs are much longer and they're quite easy to remove, and they will go in the front hubs. So what will happen is that these, which are actually designed for that wheel spacer, I will use a set of these in the front and just cut the drum down and use it as a spacer, and then the wheel adapters will go on fine. I mean, it's not ideal, it's not the way I'd have liked to have done it, but it'll be safe. That's the main thing, that's the priority. So anyway, let me put this camera to one side. I'm going to get these rims back on, just get tidied up around here, and then that's it. So, the drill. Like, subscribe, have a good one, and come back and see me sometime.